Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely flip the script on how you think about exercise. We're not just talking about burning calories or getting stronger here. We are going to unlock the secret, literally built-in pharmacy sitting right inside your very own muscles. I mean, think about it. What if the absolute most powerful medicine in the world is already inside you? We drop billions of dollars every single year on pharmaceuticals to fight off modern diseases, inflammation, aging, the whole shebang. But what if movement itself is the actual trigger? A trigger that activates a built-in team of miracle drugs that your body just manufactures, completely for free.
All right, let's dive right in. To really wrap our heads around this, we have to contrast the old textbook view of human anatomy with what we know now. For decades, right, science essentially treated skeletal muscles like dumb motors. Just simple mechanical pulleys designed to tug on bones and move us around. But modern physiology, it reveals a radically different truth. Muscle is actually an endocrine organ. In fact, it is the largest hormone-producing organ in your entire body. Crazy, right? Because when you flex, something genuinely incredible happens. Muscle makes up about 40% of our body mass, and it's this dynamic, highly intelligent factory. When it contracts, it doesn't just create physical force. It is actively manufacturing and secreting hundreds of incredibly powerful biochemicals that regulate the health of almost every single other organ you have. And this brings us to the myokine. The word itself comes from myo, meaning muscle, and kine, meaning motion or messenger. Basically, you can think of myokines as highly specific chemical text messages drafted by your working muscles. The second you start exercising, these proteins flood into your bloodstream to deliver live physiological updates to distant organs. They are literally texting your brain to grow new cells, telling your fat to burn for energy, and commanding your bones to fortify themselves. So let's meet our first squad of biological superheroes, the fat burners. First up is interleukin-6, or IL-6. We like to call this one the fat burner and calmer. Fun fact, this was actually the very first myokine ever discovered. When it's released during a workout, IL-6 has this incredible superpower. It acts like a heat-seeking missile for visceral fat. That's that dangerous inflammatory fat stored deep around your organs. IL-6 finds it and specifically instructs it to break down for energy. And at the exact same time, it acts as a potent systemic anti-inflammatory, just calming your whole immune system right down. Next up on the squad is irisin, aka the transformer. Irisin performs a literal biological magic trick. It upregulates a specific protein that takes your standard, kind of lazy white storage fat and converts it into brown furnace fat. This newly brown fat is highly active. It burns calories just to generate body heat, which permanently boosts your overall metabolism. Oh, and as a nice little bonus, it also travels all the way up to your brain to protect your neurons. Now let's shift the narrative over to the battleground of muscle and bone to meet the builders and defenders. Look, every good superhero story needs a villain, right? Well, in our muscles, especially during times of extreme inactivity, that villain is myostatin. Myostatin is an inhibitor. Think of it as the ultimate muscle brake. Its entire job is to intentionally keep your muscles small to stop your body from consuming way too much daily energy. So when you're sedentary, sitting around all day, your myostatin levels skyrocket, effectively trapping you in a weakened state. But fear not, because hitting the gym for some resistance training summons our absolute hero, Decarin, the Architect. Released mostly when you're lifting weights or pushing against resistance, Decarin is myostatin's direct rival. It physically binds to the villain. It blocks and neutralizes those muscle breaks. And by tying up myostatin, Decarin completely frees your muscles to adapt and grow stronger, while simultaneously signaling your skeletal system to build denser, stronger bones to support that new muscle. It's a total game changer. Moving on to phase 3 of our internal pharmacy, upgrading the brain and energy systems. If you've ever felt that incredible rush of mental clarity after a really good run, well, cathepsin B is exactly why. Dubbed the memory messenger, this myokine is heavily produced when you're doing aerobic exercise, and it has this incredibly rare superpower. It can breach the highly selective blood-brain barrier. Once it gets inside, it navigates straight to the hippocampus, which is your memory center, and it triggers neurogenesis. That is the literal birth of brand new brain cells, just from moving. And guess what? We can actively fight the biological clock too. Meet apelin, the youth elixir. As we get older, our natural apelin levels just naturally plummet, and that leads to age-related muscle weakness. But putting in a solid workout forces your body to release fresh, massive surges of apelin. This effectively reverses the aging clock on your muscle tissue by waking up dormant stem cells, and it radically improves your insulin sensitivity while it's at it. Now, for those of you who want to just keep going and going, let me introduce Muslin, the endurance engine. Released during sustained physical activity, Muslin is all about helping your muscle adapt to long-term work. It triggers the creation of entirely new mitochondria, the actual power plants of your cells. By multiplying these energy centers, Muslin drastically boosts your physical stamina and actively prevents muscle wasting when your body is under stress. It really goes to show how deeply interconnected all our physiological systems are. Take metronel, for example, or meteorin-like. This is the peacekeeper. Induced by both exercise and cold exposure, it acts as this super unique bridge between your immune system and your metabolism. It recruits specialized immune cells to calm down harmful inflammation, and at the exact same time, it helps out irisin with the browning of your fat cells. Teamwork at its finest. Now, let's talk about something incredibly profound. Meet Spark, the Guardian. We all know exercise lowers cancer risk, right? Well, Spark is a massive reason why. Regular physical activity unleashes a constant stream of spark into your bloodstream, and clinical studies have actually shown that once it's circulating, Spark actively suppresses the growth and division of colon cancer cells. Your muscles are literally producing their own anti-cancer shield. No way, right? But it's absolutely true. Now, while most of these myokines are traveling far and wide across your whole bloodstream, there is one really fascinating exception: muscle BDNF. We call it the local optimizer. Instead of making that huge commute, muscle BDNF just skips the travel and stays right at home in the working muscle. It binds back to the tissue, acting as a local energy sensor, activating pathways that drastically enhance localized fat burning, directly where the action is actually happening. So, what exactly happens when we bring this entire superhero team together? Enter the symphony of movement. Behold the myokine network. You see, this is absolutely crucial. No single pharmaceutical pill ever created by modern medicine could possibly replicate the full effects of exercise. Because exercise isn't just one drug, it's the synchronized, simultaneous release of dozens of customized medicines. They're targeting every major organ system you have: your brain, your bones, your fat, your immune system, all at the exact same time. So, how do we actually harness all this power for ourselves? Let's break down your ultimate daily prescription. The big takeaway, the really crucial point here, is that it's not just about achieving some perfect aesthetic body. It is fundamentally about cellular health. Every single muscular contraction, every step you take, every weight you lift, every time you flex, it is a literal biological dose of preventative medicine. You are the factory. Which brings us to the actual prescription. First things first, move often. Consistency is exactly how you keep this internal pharmacy open for business and keep these medicines flowing. Second, mix it up. Remember, aerobic exercise releases those awesome brain boosters like Capsaicin B, while resistance training unleashes the muscle and bone builders like Decorin to fight off myostatin. You gotta do both to get the full spectrum. And finally, stay young. A consistently moving body maintains a highly functioning internal pharmacy that torches fat, fights off cancer cells, builds up bones, and literally grows new brain cells. Which leaves us with one final, absolutely essential question. Now that you know the world's most powerful, highly customized, totally side effect-free medicines are sitting right there waiting directly inside your very own muscles, what prescription are you gonna write for yourself today? I think it's time to step away from the screen and start moving. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.